If you're aiming to compete at the highest level with show lambs, look no further than Car Club Lambs. For more than 50 years, the Carr family has been dedicated to building a nationally recognized program, producing elite show lambs that have claimed banners at all of the major shows across the country. If you're looking for genetics that can elevate your program, reach out to Mike at 319-361-6805 or visit Car Club Lambs on Facebook. If you want to hang a banner, drive a car.
Hello everybody, this is Joe and welcome to The Joe Show. My interview today is a special one. On my show and in the world of livestock, we talk a lot about winning, but anyone who's been a part of it knows the real story is about the team behind the banners. And when you reach your final year of eligibility, every step in the ring means just a little more, and you start to feel it all a little differently. Chloe Kemp is living that right now. As she reflects on her final season showing in Oklahoma, we're going to talk about the team that has helped shape her, the lessons she'll carry forward, and what this journey has truly meant beyond the backdrop. So let's dive in. Here we go. So, Chloe, thank you for joining me. Now, I've known you for a couple years. We don't live in the same state, but we've been showing together. The last show was Kansas City, but for my audience, tell everyone about yourself, your name, hometown, family, etc.
My name is Chloe Kemp, and I am from Adair, Oklahoma. I am 17 years old, and I enjoy riding horses, hanging out with my friends. I love going to concerts. I love helping the youth, teaching them how to show their livestock and take care of their livestock, and yeah.
Awesome. So, when people think Chloe Kemp and showing pigs, what do you think they think of?
I hope they think that they can see my hard work and dedication that I put into these animals.
Yeah, so going into hard work and your animals, tell me a little bit about your daily routine with your pigs.
If it's a nice day, I will start tanning and then clean pens while we're tanning, start washing some. I usually, depending on the season with walking, if it's super hot during the day, I'll wait till like later in the evening.
Yeah, so who do you think has been your biggest influence?
That's kind of a hard question for me because there is so many people on that list, but I'd have to say probably Natalie Hoff-Schulte, honestly. She has helped me become the person I am today with the livestock, the showmanship, and just, yeah, like she's helped me a lot with everything. Other people, Jenna Dupree is, she's an ag teacher. She joined our show team this time last season, and she is an incredible woman, and she's very inspiring, and she has taught me a lot about life, honestly.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your showmanship. You're one of the best showmen I've ever seen, and so how do you develop that?
Well, thank you. I'm flattered, but it took a lot of hard work and dedication at home, learning to work with the pig at home, watching older showmen, getting just kind of the feel. When I was younger, I always remember Natalie telling me to just show the pig, and I really took that into consideration, and I was like, I need to learn how to show the pig and not really my showmanship. So once I finally learned how to show a pig like the correct way of keeping the head level and pace and consistency in the ring, I finally the showmanship just kind of came with it. But that was a big thing for me, was just trying to stay consistent, smooth, and then Natalie just kind of worked her magic on me and got me to where I'm at.
Yeah, you've been homeschooled your entire life. How did you feel that influenced you? Not just your education, but your discipline and success in the ring?
Honestly, the homeschool part for discipline, it kind of didn't help any because for schoolwork, you just do it whenever. So I kind of had to teach myself discipline and making sure I got up, I did my work, I did all my responsibilities. And it was really just kind of a self-inflectant type of thing. Like I needed to make sure I did it. But the homeschool, I didn't get the social life as much as you would think when both public school. So the livestock industry really helped me get to where I'm at, because that's where I got all my social life really was from.
Yeah. Like, so looking back, do you think like being homeschooled gave you, say, like an advantage in balancing school and showing, or like especially showing in the ring? I'm guessing you
Yes.
probably had more time than other people to work with your animals. How do you think that gave you an advantage? And well, and your family's cattle operation.
It gave me a lot of time being homeschooled. I didn't have near the stress in a way of making sure I wasn't gone for 7 to 8 hours a day at school. I had the time to get up and take care of animals throughout the whole day. The weekdays, I could help dad take care of the cattle, or like while he's gone at work, I could take care of things, and he trusts me enough and I'm capable enough of taking care of things on my own. So it really helped, being able to just stay home with everything. I honestly was ahead of everyone in the game before. Like at shows, I was already, most of my pigs were very broke. Like I didn't really have to worry about getting things trained at shows. They were already ready to go show by the time the first jackpots came around for each season. So I think it helped a lot, honestly, in that aspect of things.
Yeah. So like some of the last couple of gilts you've shown have been pretty memorable. Can you talk about the gilt that was reserve grand at Tulsa and the gilt that you had at OYE that was top 5 dark cross?
The gilt at Tulsa, her name was Little Tracy. She was a complete baby doll type pig. She was very sweet. She was very like, I remember at a young age, I always loved her. Like I was like, this gilt, she's gonna be good. Once she comes along, she's gonna be awesome. And she never really got at the jackpots. She maybe won her class a few times, but she never really did any good as a younger pig. But when we got to Tulsa, she looked phenomenal the night before, and I was like, whew, I was really nervous. And then we went out there for the lightweight division, and she smoked them, and I was excited. And then we went out there for the drive, and she was reserve, and I was beyond thrilled for that. My gilt from OYE, her name was Cindy. She had a lot of personality. She was very known for her tongue that she stuck out all the time. She was like that from a baby, it was crazy. And she was always a baby-like type. And everybody loved that pig from the beginning. And being able to take her to OYE and just finish on a good note with her was really nice. At Jackpots, everybody loved her for her personality. I actually had 2 gilts that stuck their tongues out like that, and people would get them confused sometimes. I was like, nope, this one's Cindy. And then, but yeah, she was probably one of my most memorial pigs in my barn.
Mm-hmm. So, like, when you look back on your show career, what are some of your fondest moments?
I'd have to say one of my most favorite memories is from a few years ago. We were at one of our jackpot series in the summer, and one of my best friends that I've actually met through the industry, she won the show, and we were taking a backdrop photo, and this pig would not set up for the photo at all. And my mom had made cheese dip for that day for us to snack on, and we were like, let's go get some cheese dip. So we tried it on a paper plate, and he took it right away, and he took a phenomenal photo, and we called that pig Cheese Dip for the rest of his life. And he went beyond, he was reserve grand at AYE, I think, I'm not for sure, but like 23 maybe, but it was just an awesome story. But I'd have to say, just spending time with my friends and family at shows, it's just awesome to be able to do that.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about the wrestling match me and you had at Kansas City where I absolutely smoked you?
Oh, no. I'd have to disagree.
I'm pretty sure I beat you.
Oh,
Like
no.
3 times we did, and I beat you.
Yeah, no, it was more we both did good. Like, it was just like we went till we couldn't, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it was a tie.
Yeah. So, I brought that up here in the car on the way. I'm at my grandma's house right now. It's my grandpa's birthday.
Yeah.
And so I was bringing that up on the car, and Natalie was like, yeah, ask her about that time when she lost in the race to this one. I forget the name.
Oh my gosh, of course she did.
Yeah, and
So-
like, you absolutely biffed it, I heard, and like scraped
Yes,
your knee or
I did.
whatever.
I
And you're
still
like,
have the
let's go
scar.
again, best out of 3. Tell me about that.
I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. So we were at a jackpot in Miami, Oklahoma, and I used to play soccer, and not to toot my own horn, but I was very good, and I was always the fastest on my team, and no one, like when I was younger, no one could beat me. But obviously I've been out of that for a very long time, probably a good 5 or 6 years. And so there's this kid on our show team, his name's Levi, and he's, I think, 12 or 13, and he plays baseball, and he's extremely fast. And I always joked with him, I was like, oh, I could beat you in a race. I could beat you in a race. Like, always joked with him. Well, we decided to try to race this late night. It was probably like 11 o'clock at night. My jeans are all wet, and like I have dunks on, so not the best decision to try to run in jeans and dunks, but and he had like Hey Dudes on, I think, too. So I was like, oh, I got this easily. We first start off with a short, like very short distance, and I'm like, we kept tying. So I was like, let's make it longer. Well, we go 2 times, and he beat me both times by not very much. And I was like, I was going to keep going until I beat him. We start for the 3rd time, and I get about halfway down where we were running, and I don't even know, I think I tripped on my jeans, but I completely like hit the ground hard. We have a video of it, but I don't like to show anyone because it's very embarrassing. But yeah, it was, and then I popped right back up, and I was like, let's go again, because we're not ending on that. And then we raced again, and he unfortunately did beat me again. And I told him I was going to get back in shape and I would beat him, and I did not hold to that promise. So he always gives me crap all the time. He's like, you want to race? And I'm like, no, I don't. We get it. You won.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so we better dive back into here. For kids just getting started showing pigs, what advice would you give them?
I would say it is very hard to get into this, but with the right help and the right mindset, you can make it far. For my advice, don't be afraid to ask for help. Watch the older kids. The older kids are not as scary as you think. You can go up to them, ask them, like they will help you a lot. But that's what helped me personally, was older kids on our show team. Rachel Swinford and Kenzie Todd, they were big influences on me for my younger self.
Yeah, me too. When I was younger, I used to like always look up to the older kids that showed on our jackpot series, and like wanted to show like them. But yes. So now on my show, I like to play a game called Would You Rather. And
Okay.
I've been told that you're a big coffee fan and 7 Brew fan. So
I
for
am.
those not familiar, it's like a coffee and smoothie type place. So with that, here's your question. Would you rather give up 7 Brew for a year or give up your phone for a month?
Ooh, okay. I don't know. My addiction is pretty strong. I think I might give up my phone, honestly. I love
Really?
7 Brew much, yeah.
Gee.
I don't know if I could go a year without it. I mean, Starbucks is okay too, but 7 Brew, I am probably severely addicted to it, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if I could give up my phone for a month. That'd be tough. Jeez.
It'd be fine.
All right. So now that your showing career has come to an end, what parts of that lifestyle will you miss most, and what lessons from it are you carrying forward?
I think honestly, I'll probably miss the show ring as much as anything. That is where I strive. It's such a thrill to be in the ring, honestly. Like, it's an adrenaline rush for like any other sport. That's our sport. I'm going to definitely miss the show ring. But the people, the just hanging out with everyone, getting to know new people, just it's going to be sad. But I mean, I'll still go to shows, support the team, obviously, but it's not the same, but it's heartbreaking, but it's what has to happen.
Yeah.
But my biggest life lesson, probably, I'd have to say, like, it's not easy for sure. If you want to win, you're going to have to do the hard work and you have to put the effort in. You can't slack on anything. So, I would say, like, hard work pays off for sure, dedication, but like you have to put your all into it if you want to win. And I will have to say, make sure you put your all into everything and you'll get where you want to be.
All right. So now, like, what's next for you? Like, what does the future hold? Like, you having college plans, or what's next for Chloe Kemp?
I plan on going to OSU for animal science, and then I hopefully will become a vet rep and sell medicine and prescribe for this industry.
That's awesome. Well, I thank you so much for joining me today. It's been fun to watch your show journey, and I look forward to showing with you this summer.
I can't wait. I'm hoping to come to your state fair.
That'd be awesome.
At Kansas City, hopefully. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
We're gonna have to run back the wrestling match here at Expo.
Yes, I will do that. I'll come in with some new moves.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.